Hi young artists. Today's video is going to be working on showing you how to do block letters. So for that, I've gone ahead and I've drawn letters like you normally do, and I'm going to show you how we can turn these into letters that have a thickness to them. And in most cases that is going to be drawing the letter a second time. So let's get started. So with these, what we're doing is we're copying the lines that we've already drawn, and then sometimes it means connecting them on the end. And one thing I'm going to do after I do them is I'm going to trace the new letter that has its thickness to it. Another way to do that would be to just erase the lines that you're not using anymore. But the reason I suggest tracing the shape again is because at some point you want to get good enough that you don't have to draw them twice like what I'm doing, and you just want to be able to do this naturally. But until you get there, you can try it this way. So sometimes it means drawing them twice, other times it means drawing smaller shapes inside. Like with loops, you're usually drawing a small shape inside, so like the inside of a B. Other times it means giving a line a copy, like here. But then trace my new shape so I can teach myself how to do it one day without it. So like my C is just copying it, like friends will sometimes do the exact same thing, or like little brothers or sisters will copy what you do. Same exact idea, and then we're connecting them on the ends. But with enough practice, you'll get to where you don't have to do it this way, you just draw it naturally. Like D, I'm drawing a small one inside. Copy that tail. Copy the vertical and the horizontals. Connect the end. Copy the loop. Copy the tail. And yours will look a little different than mine because your handwriting is different than mine. So don't change your handwriting to copy what Mr. Seiler is doing. Do your handwriting, and then just look at how I'm turning mine into a shape rather than just lines. So the difference between block letters and your regular letters is that your regular letters are primarily lines, and sometimes those lines do make loops. But with block letters, everything is a shape. So we've turned everything into shapes. So that's the main difference, is whether regular lines or regular letters are lines and block letters are shapes, because you've enclosed something. Because since these are an enclosed area now, we could go back in and we could color in those. Or we could add patterns or designs into them. We can't really add patterns or designs into a regular letter because it's just a line. We could give that line color, but we can't give it much detail aside from that. And with these dots, like at an I and a J, I'm turning my dots into a circle. And with your J, if you don't have your J go across at the top, that's fine. Stay true to your handwriting. I just included that because I know some people draw their J's that way. So one good practice, if you're new to block letters, one good practice would be doing this with all of your letters. Another good practice would be starting with your name, because those are letters you draw quite often. So trying to draw your name in block letters. And maybe get good with those. With my M, I'm going to go under. Let's see how that made it go farther down that way. So I'm going to make my sides longer too, so it doesn't look so awkward. With my M, I'm going to draw a line beside that one, and then I'm going to copy these curves. So one trick you kind of figure out with practice is where you need to go on the right side of a letter or the left side of a letter when you do those verticals or horizontals when you mimic one line. And that just comes with practice. P's, I could go all the way through and do my little loop, or I could just draw a D inside of there and add my tail. So there's not just one correct way. There's always more than one way to do something. And if your uppercase U doesn't have a tail, that's okay. Could go over or under. So I hope that this has helped you. Just like anything else, block letters, or bubble letters as they're sometimes called too, is something that just takes practice. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. So if you have a hard time with it at first, don't give up, just keep trying. And I hope this helped. Have a great day.